my hands are two wireless microphones. Rode Wireless Go, $200. Comica BoomX-D, $188 more or less. Can't wait to see how these sound, but I want to put these kind of to the test and see which one would be right for you. What's good, y'all? It's been a long while since I've actually put out something, which is actually weird because I've actually been making the most amount of beats that I've been doing for a while. For months now, I've just been in a weird place. I've been working on my website, beatswithkev.com. I've started making these new things called slap packs, which are just 5 beats in a pack, to sell to artists and stuff. Make sure to check it out if it's something you're interested in. It's cool to just get in focus and just kind of get back into the grind and do things. I've still been uploading stuff. I just haven't pressed publish just because it wasn't up to snuff yet, and I wanted to kind of change the design on some things. A company called Comica reached out to me and they wanted to show me their product and to look at it, and it's the Comica BoomX-D. This isn't sponsored. I'm just taking a look and reviewing it. I bought it with my own money. They don't really have any sway on what I'm gonna say or anything. Is gonna be, while it's not gonna be an exhaustive review, I did put them head to head with the one I already had, the Rode Wireless Go. So we're gonna see how they both pan out and fit. And these both, I've used them both in situations and they have their pros and cons. For the most part, they're both pretty good. You can go either way. It's like you're splitting hairs by that point, but they are very clutch and useful. I'll even splice in audio here just so you can hear and see it right here. This is what it sounds like with just the device itself with the transmitter, and now I just added the lavalier mic that's with it, which sounds a little bit better. It still has, I guess in my experience, a little bit of slight tinniness, but for the most part it's really clear. At least with the lavalier mic, it's really nice. Honestly, the mic itself is fine. Comparing to the Rode Wireless Go, it's really good. It's very comparable. You're really splitting hairs in terms of finding certain stuff. One of the problems I did have was in a shoot, and it might have been something with the Z-Cam, but it had an issue where sort of the gain just rose up way higher than expected, and then it dropped down again. I guess throughout my testing, maybe that was just an error on my camera's part where it just automatically did that. Something that has to do with maybe the firmware, but I don't want to put that blame onto the microphone because for the most part it worked fine. This is the Rode Wireless Go, and I'm talking through the lavalier mic, and it's at the same audio settings as similar as I can make it. I have the Rode Wireless Go at the absolute lowest setting. The Z-Cam E2C is at the absolute lowest setting, so I have everything down to -24 decibels, -6 output gain on the Z-Cam E2C, and I have everything at the lowest settings. And talking in comparison, this is what it sounds like, so I'm gonna do that other part where I was talking about. And yeah, we're talking with that. I have it with the same, I'm using the Comica lavalier mic also with this, so I'm just gonna say A-E-I-O-U. 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 So with the Comica BoomX-D, one thing that I liked about it off rip was that they both have a screen. So if you actually look at the receiver and the transmitter, and they're labeled, which Rode doesn't do. Even when you turn one of them on, it's like very big and bright, and it's really nice. Like if you can go closer, you can see everything. You can put things in like stereo and mono. And when I was using it with my Z-Cam E2C cinema camera, it was actually pretty stellar. It was really cool to try it out. I did run into some issues with some things was just louder than it should have been, but I think that was just due to the firmware of the Z-Cam as opposed to the microphone itself. And the things that the microphone actually comes with is really nice too. The BoomX-D comes with a whole bunch of different combinations. I got the model that just had the transmitter and a receiver, but there's another model where you get 2 transmitters and a receiver. So you can have multiple people talking. There's one where you can add like certain devices and other things to it. One of the cons about it though is that when you compare both, you can tell the Rode feels slightly, actually now that I think about it, you can tell the Rode feels kind of more put together as opposed to this. This just, it's weird too, because they're like similar weight. Their features are very similar. The only other con I had with the Comica, with the BoomX-D, even on a full charge, it showed I had like a portion of the battery was like gone. I had it like charging overnight before a shoot with a client. So doing that, it was just kind of weird where it's like, oh wow, it's already at like 1 bar down, which was kind of weird. Maybe it just needs to go through some power cycles or something like that. The Rode Wireless Go has a 7-hour battery life, and I can confirm that. I've tested it where I've had it out just on for days, and usually I would get around like between the 6 to 8 hours, depending on like heat and what you were doing and stuff like that. Where the BoomX-D kinda, even though it has like, it felt like it had a similarly good battery life, it actually only has 5 hours. But that's just a 2-hour difference. But a lot of times I'm always constantly charging, so it's not that big of a deal or an issue for me personally. So the weight is very, very similar. With the BoomX-D, it's 29 grams, and the Rode Wireless Go is 31 grams. So it's literally a difference of 2 grams. And the Rode Wireless Go does have a perk in that you're able to get it in black or white, and there's a bunch of other accessories with it. But the BoomX-D does have multiple variations of it. So if you want to get multiple transmitters, or you want to get something that works with lightning jacks and other good stuff, you're able to do that. You pretty much could customize to how you want for the things you want. It seems like you get more bang for your buck with the Comica BoomX-D. It's really, really a good time to sort of get in on the ground floor of all these things, because it can only go better and up from here. Essentially, you can use these for almost any device. You can use this with any sort of mic if you would like to connect it, if it has that connection for it. So you're able to just connect other stuff. You're able to add lavaliers. You're able to put this on stuff. I would say try to get the one that's cheaper at the time, which would happen to be the Comica. So that's the one I would pretty much pick. That's about it. That's all I wanted to sort of say. I'm gonna have more beats and more stuff. I think I'm gonna start doing a lot more live streams. Plus I got a whole bunch of stuff, so I might even be doing some plugin showcases and stuff, and trying to make beats with certain plugins and stuff. And I have a whole bunch of new beats and sound packs that I'm working on that's gonna be there down the line exclusively. So I can't wait for you guys to see it. I have a whole bunch of slap packs and a whole bunch of cool stuff that's going to be themed, but that's just going to be the end for me. Thank you guys so much. I got to get to working out, and I'm super tired, and I don't feel like doing it. Thank you guys for rocking with me, and as always, and I say this seriously, just in the way the world is, just stay safe out here. I always say that and end it with every video, but I always mean it. I hope you guys are just doing okay at whatever you guys are doing. And I hope you guys and your families are good and you guys are staying safe. Black Lives Matter. That's me. You guys have a good one. Peace.